From the creator of One Punch Man comes another overpowered hero. Except, Mob isn't really a hero. He also focuses more so on being a psychic type instead of being a fighting type like One Punch Man. If anything, Mob is more similar to the number 2 hero Tatsumaki, only less tsundere and potentially much stronger. Anyway, as always, Foxen here. And Mob Psycho Season 2 is here just in time to feed you before One Punch Man Season 2 in the spring anime season. However, is Mob Psycho an appetizer or a main course? I gave you a taste of Mob Psycho at the very start of this, but what is this anime even about? Mob Psycho focuses on this little junior high kid, Mob. Think of him like One Punch Man, only younger, with hair, and more like Mewtwo, or maybe Mew. The anime is a slice of life supernatural adventure focusing on Mob's adventure as he runs into the supernatural, whether that being spirits, demons, or even other gifted individuals. So that's right, sometimes you're gonna get a taste of psychic action. Oh, and let me not forget to mention, Mob is regularly taken advantage of by this older gentleman. If you want to see a young Saitama abused by a weirdo, you're in the right place. Mob is recruited by this questionable, borderline con artist that runs his own freelance business. He supposedly takes care of people's supernatural problems, whether they're real or fake. For example, if your house is haunted, or you need an exorcism, you've come to the right place to waste your cash. Although I gotta be fair, it's not a complete ripoff. That is, if you're actually being haunted. When an actual supernatural case occurs, Reagan calls out the big guns, which is Mob taking care of any potential threat. This anime almost follows a villain of the week type of story, with each episode building and building on top of one another, eventually connecting into the first season's finale. But anyway, getting back to your main man Mob. Mob's incredible potential is governed by his emotions. Right from the first episode, and even the opening theme, you get to see this emotion percentage. That's displayed every now and then. Mob's full powers are unleashed when that hits 100%, something that Mob doesn't want. And rarely it even breaks the limit, going into this triple question mark percentage unknown territory. Potentially this unleashed Mob will cause problems even for Saitama. Is some ancient god or demon living inside Mob? Who knows? Potentially Season 2 is gonna shed some light on this mystery. And yes, Season 2. So this whole thing is my first impressions for the first few episodes. Let me just mention that this is not a blind run for me. I have read the entire Mob Psycho manga once upon a time. So the question you're wondering, is Mob Psycho even worth watching? Especially now that Season 2 is airing. To answer this, let me actually go back to Season 1. I was actually pretty late to the party for the first Mob Psycho season, although I still saw it before 2016 ended. By the end of this year, this anime had been super hyped up by everyone. A lot of people were claiming this was anime of the year, or even on the level of One Punch Man from the previous year. Unfortunately, that hyped it up way too much for me. Personally, it really hurt my enjoyment of it the first time around. So just being completely honest, if you asked me back in 2016, I might have not even been able to recommend this without giving you like 5 disclaimers. And perhaps I'm gonna be Mr. Unpopular, but I'll be honest and say that I still don't agree with those claims. Despite that, recently I did put Mob Psycho Season 2 in my top 10 anime hype for this year, which is really since Mob Psycho has really slowly grown on me since my first time watching. Hell, I even read the entire manga like a year later. If you do want to watch something similar to One Punch Man, although not exactly the same, just something that leans more towards the psychic, slice of life story, then the Mob Psycho anime is for you. Perhaps that kick-ass Season 1 opening will get you on board. Now with Season 2, Mob's adventure continues. Slowly, Mob is also growing as a person. And yes, that Psycho Con is still abusing the young Mob to make some quick cash. I think that broke asshole needs a real job. Ultimately, Mob Psycho Season 2 should wrap up the entire story. Mob Psycho Season 2 actually kicks off with a psychic battle, which really just brings you back as a refresher into this world. I do believe this is anime original though, cause really, gotta kick off Season 2 with a bang. As for the studio, the Bone Studio is back for Season 2. You may be familiar with some small anime they've done in the past, like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and most recently the My Hero Academia anime plus the movie. And really, the Bone Studio doing the animation really is freaking awesome. I mean, the web manga source material literally looked like ass, which was drawn by the One Punch Man author himself, unlike One Punch Man. The web manga could have really been given to any studio. Practically any studio, even the crappiest one around, could have made the anime look much more better than the manga. However, they give it to a top tier one. I'm sure the One Punch Man connection helped. With Mob Psycho Season 2, the Bone Studio is back with some amazing animation. It's gonna make your eyes orgasm again, and they're already 100% back at it. Something that seems more obvious for Season 2 is that I'm really just loving the little references to the original web manga. Sometimes it does get a little bit too weird though. I did notice how it looks like they're putting more effort into making the female characters look cute. For Mob Psycho Season 1, that was definitely filled with some funny looking faces for the female cast. Trying to make something cute for that season was definitely not on their to-do list. As for the new opening, I did mention the catchy opening for Season 1. Unfortunately, I really can't say the same for Mob Psycho Season 2. You did get the same group back to do the opening, but for me it's just worlds apart from the first opening. I would almost say just skip it if it wasn't for the visuals. That I do have to applaud, although it does include some weird CG. The Season 2 opening animation is jam-packed with some foreshadowing and symbolic visuals like the first opening. But who knows, perhaps I'm in the minority on this. I definitely prefer the ending for Season 2 much more than the opening. The song anyway. Anyway, back to the original question, should you watch Mob Psycho and Mob Psycho Season 2? If you're looking for this almost underdog overpowered supernatural slice of life anime, Mob Psycho is definitely worth checking out. I would strongly advise though not to buy into some of the hype that's putting this as anime of the year or as the best thing ever. I really don't think Mob Psycho is that at all. It isn't trying to be that, which is perfectly fine. That being said, I do think it has the potential to be anime of the year, or at least in the top 5 or top 10 of the year for this year, for some of you. But anyway, let me hear from you. How are you liking Mob Psycho Season 2? Is it better than Season 1? Or on the same level as One Punch Man? And if you haven't seen it yet, are you thinking about checking it out? Definitely post your thoughts down below if you have seen it. Anyway, definitely psychic smash that thumbs up and subscribe. Which new winter anime should I do a first impressions on? Post the anime down below. Be sure to check out my top 10 2018 anime for more amazing anime you missed out on. If you're craving more Mob Psycho, check out my top 10 facts for Mob Psycho. And I'll see you guys later.